Have you ever met an alligator? They have a bite force capable of crushing a turtle's shell, and they've been patrolling the swamps for millions of years. Want to learn more? Come along with me and meet my friends, the alligators.
Well, come on, everybody. Meet me at the watering hole. We're gonna party like a monkey, play in the water like a big hippo. Did you see that meerkat scurry by? And all the birds circle in the sky. There's squids with tentacles and fish with fins. Well, come on, everybody, meet my friends.
Alligators are crocodilians. That means they're related to crocodiles, caimans, and gharials. While they may look the same at a quick glance, alligators are easy to tell apart from their crocodilian cousins once you know where to look. Alligators have a rounded snout and teeth that are hidden when their mouth is closed, just like human teeth. Crocodiles, on the other hand, have a more pointed snout and teeth that stick out in all directions. Think you can tell the difference? Which one of these two animals is an alligator? If you answered B, you're correct. Today there are two species of alligators, the American alligator, which lives in the swamps of the southeastern United States, and the Chinese alligator, which lives in eastern China. However, the history of alligators goes back millions of years. Early evidence of crocodilians dates back to the late Triassic period, with the first alligator species appearing 53 to 65 million years ago. Alligators as we know them today began appearing in the fossil record 8 million years ago, in the late Miocene, alongside now extinct animals such as the false saber-toothed cat and the megalodon shark. While those animals are now extinct, alligators are still roaming the swamps, showing their incredible ability to survive. If alligators entered one of those survival TV shows, they'd be sure to win first place. So how did alligators outlive their contemporaries? How did they survive? It turns out it's because of their incredible adaptations. Alligators, like all crocodilians, are perfectly adapted for life in the water. Their eyes, ears, and snout are all placed on the top of their heads, allowing them to hide beneath the water while observing what's going on above them. This allows them to remain unseen and ambush prey, such as birds, turtles, and small mammals. When they do manage to snag lunch, alligators can bite down with incredible force. An alligator's bite can reach almost 3,000 psi. That's 14 times stronger than a human's bite. Alligators also have armored skin that's strong enough to stop a bullet and powerful tails that can propel them through the water at 20 miles an hour. Think of alligators as nature's version of a battleship. These adaptations make alligators the apex predators of their environment. And like all apex predators, they play an important role in keeping their ecosystems healthy. By preventing prey species from overpopulating, alligators stop the spread of disease and prevent overfeeding that can damage riverbanks and other marine environments. Alligators also dig deep holes around wetlands. These holes collect water that helps many species survive when there's a drought. Because of how important alligators are to keeping their ecosystems healthy, they are considered a keystone species. Keystone species play an important role in keeping ecosystems together. Without them, the ecosystem wouldn't survive. Despite their important role as a keystone species and their incredible adaptations, the American alligator almost went extinct. In the early 20th century, hunting and habitat loss had lowered the alligator population in the United States from 1 million to less than 100,000. Luckily, in 1967, conservationists jumped into action and declared the American alligator an endangered species. After being declared endangered, alligators had special protections. These protections allowed American alligator populations to rebound. And 20 years later, in 1987, the population had rebounded so well that they were taken off of the endangered species list. Today, there are millions of these animals roaming the southeastern United States, and it's all thanks to the power of good conservation. Alligators really are incredible animals, and even though the American alligator is no longer endangered, the Chinese alligator still is. In fact, they're listed as critically endangered, which means they're right on the verge of extinction. But by supporting conservation efforts, we can assure that these awesome alligators are around for years to come. That's all the time we have for today, but there is so much more to learn about alligators. Head down to your local library to discover more. And come back next week to meet a cat who's the fastest animal on land, but chirps like a bird? Who could it be? Subscribe to find out. And until next time, stay wild.